Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video I want to talk to you guys about the new patch that just came out for the Battlefield 1 CTE. Now you guys probably know by now everything that's going on with that, but I wanted to cover it anyways. I'm just going to go over the most important aspects of the patch, well the preliminary patch notes that are on the Battlefield _live Reddit page, and there's also a giveaway in today's video. So I am lucky enough to be a part of the Quake Champions Closed Beta, and they sent me 3 beta keys to give out, so I will do that in today's video. The instructions will be at the end of the video. Without further ado, here we go with the patch notes. So the first big one is they're changing the bayonet charge. Thank God, I couldn't be happier, and I'm just going to cover these. So this, I think, is the most important change of all of the changes that are coming, and hopefully it makes it to live. But for right now, it's just in the CTE, so if you guys want to go try that out, if you have premium, download the CTE, go test it out, and let me know how you guys like the new bayonet charge mechanics. So activated aiming speed modifier during prepare state as well as charge state. This means a player can rotate a maximum of 50 degrees during the prepare state. Also added an input modifier disabling strafe while charging. So this means that when somebody's about to, preparing to do a bayonet charge, you can't just whip around, do a 180 and start running the other direction. You're going to be able to turn a maximum of 50 degrees, so that's not a lot of, you can't move a lot while you're in the prepare state. And now you can't strafe while charging, so that means that you can only go in pretty much a straight line, and you're only going to be able to actually turn 50 degrees. So you won't be able to do 90-degree hairpin turns around a corner and bayonet charge somebody around that corner. So hopefully this will fix the problem of people just like bayonet charging and doing like a 180 spin and then running the other way and killing you, because that was incredibly frustrating. Also, they added a subtle boost to the footsteps when bayonet charging to increase threat awareness, and they boosted the volume of the enemy shout for bayonet charging when they're close to a player. So most of the time I was getting bayonet charged and I didn't even hear the player coming to me. I couldn't hear him screaming. There was no audio cue telling me I was about to get shish kebabbed. So I think this is a great modification they did here. They slightly reduced maximum turn rate while charging, so that I just talked about that earlier, and they removed damage reduction while in charge. Weapons will now hit charging players for normal damage. I could not for the life of me figure out why when you were bayonet charging, you took less damage than an enemy who wasn't bayonet charging. How does this make any sense? I have no idea, but thank God they took that out. I couldn't be happier, and it's actually going to make playing this game a lot more fun, just for the simple fact that the bayonet charging is not just a broken mechanic anymore, and that you can actually do something when somebody is bayonet charging you. So for some other changes they made for maps and modes, they changed the ticket count for domination to 200 from 100. They tweaked the scoring value for capturing flags and conquest. Capturing gives less score now, however more capture ticks have been added, and the team controlling more than 3 flags than the other team will be awarded conquest control bonuses. They also decreased the percentage of contribution to flag capture neutralized from 50% to 30%. This means that if you only contribute 30% of the flag cap and you get off, you will still get the flag cap points. So going to kill that guy that's not on the flag cap might be viable now. They added join any operation button to main operations screen. I still think that the operations game mode should be in the server browser, maybe in the future. For vehicles, they tweaked the self-repair for the A7V, FT17, Saint-Chamond, and Pierce Arrow. So they reduced the health gain per self-repair cycle from 320 to 200. But they reduced the time taken to complete a self-repair cycle from 8 seconds to 5 seconds. So all in all, it will take the same amount of time to gain the same amount of health, but the self-repair cycle now takes a little less long, and it repairs a little bit less. So it's just going to make it, it's just going to balance out the vehicles a little bit as opposed to before. Another great change they made is they doubled the health of field gun and stationary AAs, and they are now indestructible. However, when they get to 50% health, they become unusable. So that means disabled, and you're not able to shoot or use them whatsoever. And to use the weapons again, they must be repaired back to 100% health with the repair tool. So this in turn makes it a lot easier to counter tanks and like the blimp or something like that. They can't just go around and destroy all the AA cannons. And it also makes the repair tool a little bit more viable option to choose when choosing the support class gadgets. So now if you're in a map with a lot of vehicles, a lot of airplanes, you might want to think about grabbing that repair tool to actually repair the stationary weapons. They also gave the AA gun a slight buff, if I can say so. So the shells can now travel a maximum horizontal distance of 300 meters and a maximum vertical distance of 450 meters. This makes it so that you can still shoot planes out of the sky even though they are at the ceiling of the map, because some pilots would actually just fly at the ceiling of the map and there's nothing that an AA gun could do to it. These changes are also applied to the AA truck. They also gave the dogfighter a little bit of love because it was a very underpicked plane, if that's a word whatsoever. So they added a new secondary weapon, incendiary ammo. Incendiary ammo does greatly increase damage to plane parts, allowing the dogfighter to quickly cripple an enemy plane by breaking a wing. And they also changed active ability from emergency repair to speed boost. So that's going to make it so that you can take a dogfighter, and if you just want to shoot planes out of the sky when you're flying, this plane might be a really good pick for that. And a couple of last little changes I wanted to go over. Now there's automatically show low on ammo icons on friendly soldiers, making support players a little bit more aware of who's low on ammo. And finally, for the netcode, they were trying a lot of things to make it so that bullets don't despawn in the air anymore, and they're still working on the netcode because there was a change to make it so that if you had a ping of 100 and over, you would have to lead your shots a little bit more to hit your enemies, but it made it so that people who don't have local servers were just practically not able to play the game whatsoever because they just didn't have a decent gaming experience. And now they're implementing per region threshold settings for server side hit detection, so 130 milliseconds for US plus Europe and 200 milliseconds elsewhere. And they also fixed server side hit registration interpolation, so leading shot only necessary by the margin above the threshold. For US at 150 millisecond ping, you have to lead by 20 milliseconds. So these are all changes that they're trying to implement because there was a lot of frustration coming from people who don't have local servers in their country or area. And they just, like I said, they could hardly play the game. I'm not going to get too deep into netcode because it's something I don't fully understand. I will leave a link to the Reddit thread down in the description below if you guys want to check out the patch notes. Now, these are all CTE patch notes, and they are still subject to change. Now for the giveaway part of the video. I have 3 Quake Champion Closed Beta keys to give away. So to actually enter the giveaway, I'm not asking you guys to subscribe because I know it's not everybody's thing, but I really would appreciate if you would subscribe. But all you have to do to enter the giveaway is just leave a comment down below. I will pick a winner within 24 hours. Well, actually 3 winners because I have 3 beta codes to give away. So I'll pick 3 winners within 24 hours of the release of this video. So make sure to check your YouTube messages so I can contact you guys to tell you that you won, and then I will then proceed to send you the codes in either email or whatever way you want. So if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.